jeans are torn, sweat coming through my shirt. Keep pushing even though it hurts. I'm chasing what I know is true. There's nothing that I would not do. When everyone around me drops, I'm never gonna ever stop. I won't waste another minute, no, I won't. I'm a man on a mission.
Right. Welcome back to the Right Quotes Studios, everybody.
Welcome back.
We have a special guest today from the Colorado Springs Chamber of Commerce, and he is actually the Vice President of Memberships, Mr. Mark Bittle. Welcome, Mark. How are you?
It's great to be here, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank
Awesome.
you. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, we're excited to have you. So one of our newest features on our YouTube channel is relating all about small businesses, because obviously we're a small business right now and had previous small businesses. And we wanted to reach out to some of our small business peers within the community and just tell them some great information about the Colorado Springs Chamber of Commerce. So Mark, you're gonna take it away here in a minute. And I know you've got this down probably better than I do, but I wanted to start by just asking a simple question. And that is, why is it important to be a part of the Chamber of Commerce for small businesses in particular?
Well, the Colorado Springs Chamber and Economic Development Corporation is laser focused on business. We're looking out for what legislative advocacy, what laws are coming through that could affect people. We're also making sure that we're retaining employees and jobs in the region, as well as bringing organizations in from outside the region so that we can keep a thriving economy going.
Absolutely. That's great. Awesome. Thank you so much, Mark. So what would you say are some of the most beneficial areas of the chamber membership for people?
You know, when I moved here in September of 2008, one of the first organizations that I joined was the Colorado Springs Chamber of Commerce. And
Awesome.
increasing your sphere of influence, business takes a lot of time, but it also doesn't grow unless you're meeting new people.
Correct.
Seeing new
Correct.
faces.
Go out and meet people and let people
It's
get to
good.
know you, you know?
Exactly. And in my previous career as a business consultant and working with many businesses, business is all about developing relationships.
Yes.
It's not selling. It's not doing anything. It's getting to know people, who they are, what they do, and how you can help them in whatever goals they have for personal and business.
For sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
actually during the pandemic, the chamber hosted a really great kind of a Zoom meeting, and I just remember one of the gals who was a special guest. She was even saying too, business is really about not necessarily business to business, but truly human to human. And and forever it kind of just left a little imprint, because I was like, that's absolutely what it is. And it's so simple, but you're like, it felt so profound that day. It was probably because we were in the middle of pandemic and we hadn't seen people.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. That's awesome. Anything else you wanted to add?
The Chamber of Commerce and Economic Development Corporation, that's the EDC part of our name. It's truly about connecting others with others. And what better way than have 1,300 members that represent 93,000 employees in the region?
Wow.
Those are some great stats.
93,000?
Like that.
That's awesome, dude.
That's a third of the workforce.
Wow.
That's
wow.
great.
That's amazing.
That's
That is
wonderful.
awesome.
I'm glad you brought
So how
those.
do we get those other 2/3?
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, I'm sitting here with you.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
at other events,
Yeah.
increasing our sphere of influence.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you guys have awesome events. You know,
Yes.
like the boots and suits that we just went to. That was awesome.
It was a fantastic event. It was good. And it felt good to get back out there too. So, and actually talking about events, that was one of my questions too. What are some of your special events or some of the events that you and your team are most passionate about?
Well, we understand that business takes a lot of time to work in your business. Our goal is to help you work on your business and create those relationships. So some of the events that I recommend businesses get involved with are the Business After Hours that we have once a month.
Oh, yeah.
Education series, which is our Chamber Connect. And then our signature events. We have one coming up October 15th. That's our State of the City, where Mayor John Suthers is going to come in and tell us how
Awesome.
we're doing as a region.
Okay.
It's nice to know that the state report that came out post-pandemic, Colorado Springs and Fort Collins, we were the quickest to rebound in the entire state.
That's awesome. I didn't hear that.
Yep.
That's
we
awesome.
We talked about that. So that was pretty exciting. Yeah.
Well, it's strong leadership, right? I mean, that's,
we live in an amazing community. One of the biggest small towns I've ever lived in.
Very cool. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. So, and what else happens during the State of the City event? Because since that one is kind of a big one and it's coming up, so what exactly takes place besides having obviously your special guests?
Sure. Well, the programming with any of our events are going to allow for networking, getting to know our peers, getting to meet people we otherwise wouldn't be able to meet in our daily normal course of business.
Yes.
We're having it at a great venue down at the Broadmoor, typically is where they are. And Mayor Southers will speak. We'll have awards ceremonies for the business person of the year, the citizen of the year. And it's just it's a lot of energy and it's a lot of fun.
Great. Yeah. Oh, that's great. I'm glad you said that.
That's October 15th?
October 15th.
Very cool. And you can get your tickets online, right? And I saw it's for members or even non-members, right? If you want to be a non-member, you just pay a little bit more to go to it, correct?
That's typically with any event that we have. There is space limitations, as is any event.
Yeah.
It sells out every year. So you can go to the Colorado Springs Chamber and EDC.com.
Mm-hmm.
Scroll down, find the events, sign up for it, and we look forward to seeing people.
Wise. What's a good range of hours that you should spend when you are members? I mean, again, David and I kind of have talked about this. We've talked about it in the office too, but some of those hours and maybe where those hours should be spent besides like business after hours. And like you said, the Connect is a really good place too. But roughly, if you want to get the most out of your membership, about how many hours do you think per month?
You think about in small business owners, when you think about where you spend your dollars, it's an investment wherever you end up spending it. So if you're going to make an investment, you also have to understand it's an investment of time. 10 to 12 hours a month is not unheard of.
Yeah, that's not bad.
When you think about, you're going to an event, and if your goal is to meet 3 contacts that you can actually follow up with and increase and develop that relationship, that's a successful event for me.
For sure.
So 2, 3, 4 events a month. You're looking at 10, 12, 15 new prospective leads.
Yeah.
But that's awesome. The time is worth the commitment, like you're saying. For sure it is. Because even when we went to our first event, we probably met a dozen people that, we followed up with 4 or 5 of them. It was awesome. And you guys have some awesome members, and that's the reason why we love being a part of it.
And some that we are actually even doing business with, of course. So that's always good. Yeah. Great. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Is there anything else that you want to add? We just wanted to kind of give a brief overview and why we obviously find it useful.
Why we love the chamber,
right?
And the EDC.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add?
I appreciate the opportunity having me here speak. I appreciate your passion for small business. I have an acronym that I use where I want to be proud to go to work every day and be passionate, resourceful, optimistic, unique, and determined.
Nice.
That's awesome, dude. You're going to have to email us that one.
I think we're going to have to take that on our.
Yes, that's awesome.
Take it on the podcast so that everybody can see that. That's great. I love it. You know what? Actually, we just did a post too because we took some team photos, and it was all about love where you work. And so I think that kind of ties and piggybacks in there really nicely, Mark.
Yep.
So that's great. Awesome. Well, thanks again for coming into the studio. We are so very grateful for your time today.
Very thankful for you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Well, thank you to you, and thank you to all of you.
I'm a man on a mission. I'm a man on a mission. I don't need no permission.